combat racism and include positive aspects that expose students to different cultures. This is our mission, enriching their experiences in a global society for them to enhance their 21st century learning and skills and promote that lifelong learning where if they're getting hooked and they're engaged, then it's something that will compel them to keep going and keep learning in these certain areas. So certain programming activities that have been in effect and have proven to be really worthwhile programs. DIA, or Diversity in Action, which is like a Children's Day Book Day, and this is a program that is for family literacy, hooks up the families with libraries and books and connects them to different cultures around the world, embracing their own cultural backgrounds and validates that sense of self. And then you have multicultural story times, which this is for like the younger elementary level, is where you're incorporating year-round diversity and you're promoting every story time with a diverse or multicultural theme in it. African American Read-In is another programming activity that highlights the African American literature and authors within this. And highlights authors in that whole aspect as well, African American authors. Ways that we can work with it, there's dialogic, which I think is very important. So it's not talking to the kids or reading to the kids, it's reading with the kids. So engaging them with questions, conversations, this is your conversation starters. Definitely technology, infusing that into programming with music and rhymes and activities. Comparing paired books is another key one for different types of, when you're doing even curriculum activities and units of study, bringing in different books that have that same theme or message that they can be expounded upon. Student-created blogs, I thought that was really interesting, where students can create their own blog, relating or connecting to certain issues within a story, and definitely year-round diversity displays, as well as multimedia, just using a myriad of multimedia formats as a link for comparing different books. This was key too, digital tools, diverse digital tools for learning. There's, for the lower level, again, Storyblocks, Mama Lisa's World, which are websites that just give all different types of languages and cultures and musics and rhymes and verses that the kids could follow along with, and it opens up and enriches their vocabulary and their language abilities. The International Children's Digital Library is all different levels of reading and all different diverse cultures. Kids in Other Countries, those are videos of children that are just living their lives around the world. That is another really interesting one that students are now able to actually view these kids in other cultures just living their day-to-day lives. One Globe Kids, that's an online story app. It has children be able to actually simulate interactions with children across the globe. And Project Empathy Machine is another really good one that has virtual reality experience for around the world. These are all things that you can find online. Okay. Programming Librarian is just another good tool for all different types of programs and activities. And these two are probably my top favorite for looking at diversity programs and activities. Teaching Tolerance has a wealth of information for lessons, literacy, books, and commonsense.org. This is another great resource that engages and promotes all different, it has apps and tools to use to engage children within curriculum studies. Okay. Then curating a diverse and inclusive collection. School libraries are a great equalizer for student learning because they provide students with direct access to a diverse collection of high-quality books for independent reading and growth. And again, in this slide, I'm reiterating the importance of having a whole composition of different elements within your collection. So again, it's the race, ethnicity, your gender expression, okay, ability. It really needs to sit there and instill positive feelings for students. That's the whole purpose for diversity, for students to be able to reflect and see themselves in a book, to take away from other and have more cultural understanding and awareness about the world they live in. You want to expose children to stories that include diverse characters within everyday living situations, as opposed to focusing on, when you are reading with diversity with students, the diverse character. Okay, you're kind of looking at what's other themes that are going on in here. All right? So just seeing them and how our uniqueness, that poem in the beginning with Maya Angelou, how we're more alike than we are unalike. And as I stated earlier, they should be a mirror where the students see themselves, a window where they can view other cultures that are going on around them and be able to incite empathy, and then a sliding glass door where they actually can use their imaginations to walk in the shoes of others as well. Another important aspect of curating a diverse collection is intersectionality, where you have at least 2 or more diversities going on at once. So I liked this because it's very true. Not everyone in the GLBTQ community is white, right? I mean, everybody has different things. Not everybody who has a disability lives in the United States, okay? So it's just looking for other components, like having varying degrees of diversity in more than one. That's another important aspect. And these are some resources to go out and look for some inclusive and diverse books. Again, this one has all the different languages, all the different levels of learning, everyday diversity, the Pirate Tree, Riveted, We Need Diverse books. These are all great websites to look through and help in showing what are the top trending diverse books. And then I could share these out with you guys too. And here's even more. Okay. So all of these sites are wonderful tools to engage in and look for some inclusive books. Okay. If we were in an actual workshop, this would be the time where it would be that little activity where I'd be like, it's your turn now. Based on everything that I went over, kind of utilize the tools and see if you can come up with a little collection of your own with an explanation as to your choices. And lastly, I just want to end on a quote. It is not enough to simply teach children to read. We have to give them something worth reading, something that will stretch their imaginations, something that will help them make sense of their own lives, and encourage them to reach out toward people whose lives are quite different from their own. A quote from Catherine Patterson. Okay. Any questions? Or these are some references. I thank you again very much.
Thank you.
For coming to see me. And I can always just share out anything you guys want from here. Thank you.